because I know some of you guys are going to be watching live and some of you are going to be watching the replay. So I just want to make sure that we have a replay for you to watch. So the road to becoming a healthy lifestyle ambassador and a coach with ONETRiBE. So just so you guys know, I'm Jace. I am the founder of ONETRiBE. I started coaching, oh my gosh, almost 8 years ago now. It's a long time. I am a Million Club member. I'm a premier coach. I'm a 7-star diamond organization leader. I'm a Success Club legend. I was on the Market Council in Orlando for 3 years with superstar coach Ali Upham and Chelsea Pearson. And I have 2 little boys. I'm now a Utahn and not from Florida anymore, which is sad. I love abs, but I also love Oreos. And during my almost 8-year span, I've managed to work my way up to the top 2% in the company. So that's a little overview of me. I know that if I didn't invite you to this call, your sponsor is a member of our team, which is basically why you're here. We're here to tell you what our team is about and why we're excited to have you. So I just wanted to go over something really quick before we get into it, because I know when people get on these calls, they don't know really what to expect or what's going on. And they don't really know like if they're coach material or if they have what it takes or if they need to be farther along in their journey or whatever. There's just a lot going on up here. So I just wanted to kind of, I just want to diffuse that a little bit and just go over a couple things. So when I first started coaching, and I like talking about my first year because it's relevant to where you guys all are. This is your starting point. I started at 0. I started at the bottom. I started with no network, really no social media, nothing. Like I really just kind of started my own fitness journey and coaching at the same time and just sort of went all in. So just to give you guys an idea of where I was when I started coaching and where a lot of people find themselves when they reach this point, you can maybe relate to 1 or 2 of these things, but I just wanted to go over this because I think it's important, because a lot of people, the very first question that I usually get is, I don't have a transformation photo. I've never done a program all the way through. I don't have like this amazing, inspiring story. And I just want you to know that that's not what coaching is about. When I started, I was depressed. I was super out of shape. I had just had a baby. I was a brand new mom. I just moved to a new state to support my husband through grad school. So I didn't have any friends or family around me. And my husband was gone 80 hours a week. Again, I was a new mom and I had no idea what I was doing. And I really was kind of mourning the death of my independent life before children. I really was. I was trying to figure out, this new body that I had. And I was trying to I was dealing with some postpartum depression. I was dealing with some physical ailments left over from the pregnancy that I wasn't able to overcome, that had just been chronically plaguing me. We were on food stamps. My apartment was infested with cockroaches. It was disgusting. But I was full of fear. I was full of doubt. I was just stuck. I really was. And I know that a lot of people can relate to 1 or 2 of those things and feel like that's the thing that's going to keep them from being successful. But I actually disagree, because I really think that all of these things that we go through and all these struggles that we have, and us really, stepping up and saying, no, I'm going to change this, I want to do better, is really what's the most important thing. Because even though I was all of those things, I was also ready to change and I was willing to change. I had this sense of urgency to change. Some people call it desperation. I like urgency. It's a little nicer of a word. But I was very strong-minded and I was very capable, and I knew that I could accomplish something if I really had put my mind to it. So while I was all of these things and kind of stuck in this little space, I was also eager and super hungry, and I was committed, and I was really in a prime space to make change. And I think one of the most important things when you become a coach is really being in that space of openness, just being ready to receive, being ready to do something different, being ready to be uncomfortable in order to grow. Those are really, coaching is such an interesting thing, because you dive into helping other people every single day, and you realize through focusing on other people's struggles and obstacles and your job being really the solution, to try and find the solution for them, you really find the solution for your own. So it's kind of an incredible thing to be able to do, is to be a Beachbody coach, because not only are we constantly working on ourselves every day, and that's our job, but we also get to help people find that same path. And it's just an incredible thing to be a part of. So hopefully that diffuses a little bit of your angst right away. But I wanted to also share our mission just really quickly. Again, when I started coaching, I did not feel good. And when I decided to not just focus on my own journey, but allow other people to be part of it, and become a coach, that was my goal. I just wanted to help people feel good. And that is our mission, to help people feel better. We really, really are focused on cultivating a team of empowered people who are self-care ambassadors. So while we, ask other people to do these programs and work on their fitness and do personal development and really get on this healthier path, we personally are trying to live that every day. And I think that's one of the most life-changing things about becoming a coach, is really immersing yourself in the coach lifestyle, exercising every day, eating right every day, doing personal development, and just those 3 key things, doing them consistently over time, is really what has propelled me from where I was to where I am now. And that process and watching and being a part of that for other people is why I coach. And that's what we are trying to desperately duplicate with as many people as we can. So tonight, we're gonna go over a couple things. Number 1, what do coaches do? We're going to go over the top frequently asked questions that I know are just right on the cusp of your brain, how we earn income, the cost to join, and what to expect afterwards. Super simple, okay? So number 1, what do we do as a coach? As coaches, we create structure, accountability, and support for ourselves and for others via Team Beachbody products. So we create structure through giving people a fitness program, because most people, when they come to us, are doing random workouts and getting random results. And one of the most powerful things for someone who is on like a cycle of working super hard and then falling off, working super hard, not getting results, is really just that randomness. That structure that you give to people is really what's going to change their fitness. So the structure comes from the Beachbody programs, Beachbody On Demand, and then the accountability part of it comes from our app tracker, our challenge groups that we run on Facebook and online, our one-on-one check-ins with our customers and in our group pages, and then our support system in our community, which is unmatched. I don't know of any other fitness company that has a community like Beachbody. We do quarterly events, yearly events, leadership events. We have 600 plus workouts on our On Demand. We have every single person that's assigned or doing or has purchased a Beachbody program gets a free coach to ensure that they can get through their program from start to finish. So that's really what we do every single day. We're creating that structure and that accountability and that support for people and for our own selves. So if you haven't had a chat with your coach yet prior to this call, which hopefully you have, I just want to say this because I think a lot of people go into coaching with like a lot of like good feels and these motivational speeches, but at the end of the day, like, we sell fitness, we sell nutrition, and we sell an income opportunity. Those are the 3 things that we have in our toolbox to really help people change their life. And what's so crazy about it is that's what we personally are also trying to live. So what I love about our community and what I love about coaching is that exact thing. It's just people helping people. It's us doing it, and then you doing it, and then you sharing it with somebody else and teaching them sort of that formula and what daily exercise, daily nutrition, and really working on, your finances and really trying to help other people and create this business, what it really can do for your life. So this, at the end of the day, in a very watered down version of coaching, is what we do as coaches. We sell fitness, we sell nutrition, we invite people into the income opportunity if they want to change their lives financially. And we have the tools, support, accountability, and structure to help people accomplish all of these things. To me, that's the full package. If I could help somebody not only transform their life physically, which kind of in turn transforms you internally, right? And then I actually can help you become healthier, mentally, physically, emotionally, right? But then on top of that, really take a dive into the other aspects of your life and be able to free yourself of time, money, stress, that kind of stuff. Like for me, when I first started coaching, I was 6 figures in debt. I was living on food stamps. Income was a life-changing thing for me at that point. Like any income, $1, $14, $50, $10, whatever it was, I was like, yes, because I needed that in my life during that moment. And I think that why I became so passionate about that part of it and why I love the coaching opportunity so much is because there's no ceiling. It really is just dependent on how you work, how far you want to go, what you need. Is possible. And I've lived that. I've seen it happen through my coaches that I've, taken through this process and used this formula with. And it's an incredible thing to be able to do this for other people. So if you have questions about that, feel free to answer them in chat, or ask them in the chat. But I wanted to go through a couple of the most frequently asked questions really quick, because I definitely had these when I started. So number one, we hear, where do I find people to coach? And all my coaches are probably like, yes, we hear that all the time. How do I actually invite them? Do we have to cold call people? Or I'm afraid of being salesy. That's a big one. I don't have the transformation yet. Will that hurt my chances of success? These are like the main things that I think people really are like stressing over in the beginning. So I just wanted to kind of go over this in again, kind of a watered down overview, because we do have consistent training on all of these things. We're constantly trying to figure out and teach you how to network better, how to invite people, how to bring and attract people to your team, how to do social media right. These are all things that we do on a weekly basis, training wise, because we're really here to help as many people as we can. And so we're trying constantly to expand our reach and really use our platforms to help people get going and get started. So where do I find people? There's so many different areas, but some of the main areas that we use is obviously online, right? Social media, Facebook, YouTube, groups, Instagram, like those are all really big ones. So online networking is huge, but a lot of people don't even realize, but if you sat down and thought to yourself, like who's interested in getting healthy and who's interested in exercise in my life that I know right now, you could probably create a list of people. So that's what I would recommend doing. No, I'm not going to make you reach out to them and be like, hey, I'm starting a new business. Come do it with me. What that exercise really is just really opening your mind and thinking about your own network and who you really want to influence. When I first started coaching, I was very introverted and I was very shy and I didn't have a lot of self-esteem or self-belief, and I didn't want to reach out to my friends and family or anyone in my network or anyone that knew me because I was afraid to fail. And I knew that if I had these people that I admired and loved in my corner, like watching my every move, that I probably would fail. And so for me, I started from nothing. I started from scratch. I worked with complete strangers for the first few years of my business until I really got comfortable. I really got good. I really figured the formula out. I got confident in myself and with my coaching, and I knew I had value to share. And that's really when I dove into my warmer market, friends, family, coworkers. And by then, and I would even say, like, even within the first year, people that were close to me started coming to me and asking me about stuff that I didn't even know they were following me doing. And I thought that was such a cool way to build my business. Luckily for you guys, you probably don't have that problem and will be like, hey mom, come buy a challenge pack, come get started, and you'll do all of that with no problem. That is a huge blessing, and I hope that that's the case for you. But your family, your friends, your coworkers, neighbors, relatives, church people, I like to say people of Walmart, because if you can go to Walmart and start a conversation, then you never know what's going to happen with that. So really, coaching, I wouldn't worry so much about where you're going to find people to invite, because people are everywhere. And that's something that we really, really, what it is about is being willing and open to having a conversation. So that with my follow-up to that of, do we cold call people and do we like cold message people? I really do everything in my power to not teach you to be a super creep, which is what I call those people who cold contact people. We try things a little bit differently. We've got a really good tried and true method for networking on social media, where you're not messaging people, hey, I have a business that I just started, come join it. Like, it really is very organic. And we really try to help you build an authentic following and an authentic business so that it's a place that you really like to come into and feel yourself. And really, to be a coach, you have to be in a good, positive mindset. So the more authentic and organic your environment is that we create for your business, the healthier you're going to be, and the healthier you're going to want to go out and invite people. So that's a really big part and a really big deal of our training each week, is just the invite, the networking process, how to invite, what to say, how to get those conversations going, when to get those conversations going, who to talk to, all of that stuff. So if you're eager about that or you're anxious about that, again, you can sit down and do that little exercise and just think about your inner circle right now and who maybe would even reach out to you if they knew you were involved with this, right? If they knew that you were going to become a fitness coach or that you were doing Beachbody, there's probably people that have already reached out to you. And that's why you're like, I should just coach because people are asking me about this already, right? So anyway, the other part of it is people being afraid of coming off salesy. So the one thing that I really want you to remember as a Beachbody coach is you are yourself today, just like you are yourself tomorrow, just like you would be yourself if you became a coach, right? So I don't ever want people to do something that isn't organic. Am I going to make you do things that are uncomfortable? Yeah. And your coach is going to push you too. Just like with your workouts and your nutrition, it's not always comfortable. It's not easy, but you do it because you know that's what's best for you, right? Your business is the same way. You're going to learn how to do that with other people, and you're going to learn how to motivate and inspire them and push them when they need a push to get going and to do something healthier and better for themselves. The same thing goes with the sales part of our business. We have to make a sale. We have to get people that structure in order to coach them through it, right? And all my coaches that are on this call can attest to this. If you try to coach someone who's doing their own thing and following their own plan, number one, you're not going to make any money as a coach. And number two, they're probably not going to make progress, and you're going to be frustrated at them. And they're going to be frustrated at you because the formula is not there, the structure is not there, and they don't really have anything concrete to work on. So our goal is to get people doing a program for Beachbody from start to finish while working on their nutrition consecutively at the same time. Because those two things done together consecutively over time is what brings longevity to their results and brings them actual results. The only permanent weight loss management or weight management solution, and I say this a lot in our team, is daily exercise and daily nutrition. And that's what we're trying to teach people. So as coaches, you know, that's one thing that we really try and have you guys feel confident in right from the get-go, is that value of, yes, you need daily exercise and you need daily nutrition, and this is what's available. This is the structure that we need to get you on, and we're going to coach you through it. And if you think about it this way, like, the more confidence you have in helping that person get results, right? And if they're eating right and they're exercising every day, the likelihood of them getting results is way higher than if they were just randomly doing stuff on their own. So the sales part of it is something, again, that's evolving. It's something that you'll get more and more comfortable with as you begin to believe in the process and you see one of your customers dive into a program, finish and complete it, drink their Shakeology every day, and have a real transformation, kind of like you did. Most people that come to this call are people who have felt that in some way or another, either with our community or the support, the products, one of the master trainers. They've made a deep connection there. And I think that that's why we get empowered to pay it forward to other people. And so I think when you think about it that way and you look at the sales process of it, it really is more of an exciting thing than a scary thing. And even though it's uncomfortable for some people at first, like, I was the most scared about that. And now that's the thing I love the most, because to me, each new sale is a new person starting their journey that I get to be a part of and witness and support and celebrate. And that to me is awesome. That's why I love coaching. So we're going to go over the income really quick, and then we'll do a quick Q&A for you guys. So the earning part of our business. So this is, again, a very overall view, watered down kind of preview, but it's really what's important. So number one, we earn commission, obviously. So any of the programs that you do sell, any of our Shakeology or our supplements or performance line, which you'll learn all about, you get 25% off anything you sell. And there's also opportunity for residual income. So you can do a one-off sale where you just sell a bag of something, or you sell one program, or you can sell products that are auto-shipped every single month that provide a residual income for you. It's just a residual commission every single month, which builds and builds, and that's awesome. And then there's a team bonus, fast start bonuses, matching bonuses for when your coaches start making income. There's multiple business center opportunity later on down the road as you progress within the Beachbody ranks. And then obviously you get 25% off all Beachbody products, which is awesome. So if you're coming into this because you really want a discount on Shakeology or whatever, that's your jam. There are no quotas to meet every single month. Again, that part of it and the earning opportunity is 100% up to you, which is another reason why I love it. So in a nutshell, the earning opportunity comes in two different ways: your own personal sales, and then if you decide to build the team portion of the business, meaning you aren't just dealing with your own customers, but you decide you want to have coaches of your own and train like I am, or that your sponsor is, and you start creating a team of coaches who are helping people, then you earn income that way. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit more than that, because I know when you start coaching, you're like, yeah, but what's the real opportunity? So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my first couple years. Again, because it's the most relevant to where you guys are now. This is actual income earned. So I know that this is possible. Can people earn more than this? Absolutely. Can people earn less than this? Absolutely. But this is what I personally was able to accomplish. And so that's what I like to share, because I'm confident that this can happen. At least. So for me, my very first year of coaching, actually, this was my very first paycheck. My very first paycheck that I ever made. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Was $103.75. This was, it looks like a week after I started coaching. So for me, my very first income goal was to earn back my investment, because I bought my program on a credit card, because again, we were 6 figures in debt and living on food stamps. So I bought P90X on an infomercial at 1 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, my husband's going to freak out if I don't make this back. So that was my first goal. It was 100% commission, right? Back then we had a membership, and that's what those are, for Team Beachbody, which we don't even have anymore, I don't think. And then this is just something that I sold. It was probably a bag of Shakeology. I don't even remember. Okay, so I went from, again, this was my very first paycheck, to 1 year later, okay, and I was doing basically the same thing, but a couple things had changed for me within that year. Number one, I decided that I didn't want to base my income purely off my own personal sales, because at the time I didn't feel like I was very good at it. And I wanted to create a team of coaches so that I could expand my reach and help more people. And I knew that if I wanted, my dream back then was to help 1 million people. If I wanted to help 1 million people, that I couldn't do that by myself. And I had to, as uncomfortable as it was for me, I had to step outside of myself and really create a team of coaches who were also dedicated to helping people. And so that's really what I dedicated my first year of coaching to, is finding that team of people that wanted to do this like I did. And that's really what changed the most in that first year, is I went from coaching customers to coaching customers and coaches. And as you guys can see, I got a little bit better at sales. That's a little bit more. My subscriptions kind of stayed the same, but my team of coaches started rocking it. And your team bonus when you become a coach and you start building the team side of your business is really where the majority of your paycheck is going to come from. This is where significant income starts to happen, because you're not just doing it yourself. This is when you and your team are working together to really create that. So this is my personal sales plus my coach's personal sales. You get a percentage of it, and that's what happens with your team cycle bonus every month. This part of my paycheck, the $49.80, is my favorite part of my paycheck, and still my favorite part of my paycheck to this day, because the matching bonus means that my coaches are making money. So we get 10% of whatever our coaches cycle, right? So whatever their cycle is right here, we get 10% of that once you reach a certain rank or higher. And by this time, 1 year into my business, for me to even have a coach that was making anything was a humongous deal and a really big victory, because I'd never done anything like this before. But just that, to grow this number every single week was really a driving goal of mine from my first year to my second year. So it just kind of continued to ripple, and I continued that pattern of signing up coaches, signing up new customers, really dedicating myself to getting customers through a program from start to finish, and helping them gain belief in this enough to want to pay it forward to somebody else. Because I want so badly to help people find a solution to their problems this way. I want them to be able to be healthy and find a way to be happy and live a healthy, fulfilling life, right? So 4 years in, and I like to share this because the growth wasn't instant, but 4 years into this, you know, really dedicating myself to signing up at least 2 new customers or 3 new customers a month and 2 new coaches a month. This is really where that ended up. I was making, what year was this? 2015, $4,500 a week. So this is weekly income. This isn't monthly. This is weekly income. Okay, we get paid every single week on Thursday, which is awesome. So I went from, again, $103, my very first paycheck, to 4 years later on that same exact date to $4,500 a week. So here's a couple things about this. Did it happen overnight? No, it didn't. And I think if you come into this with the expectation that it should, it's going to be really hard. But if you understand that the progression over time is big enough to really keep you going and keep you pushing, you'll be fine. For me, $100 was huge. To me, $1,000 a week was insane. To me, $4,500 a week was something I never could have even possibly imagined at that point, right? Sitting in my little cockroach-infested apartment, like never wanting ever to go to the grocery store because I didn't know if my debit card was gonna fail or not. Like going from that mindset to really reaching a point where financial freedom was actually possible and that I was living it and that I had more than I ever needed was just unbelievable. And I'm telling you guys, when you experience that for yourself, and when you, again, you go through a program from start to finish and you lose 30 pounds and you get that goal that you've been pushing for, and you realize how much work goes into it, but how rewarding it is, and that you did that on your own, it's amazing. And you want to share that experience with other people. The income opportunity of coaching is the same exact thing. It's just with income instead of your physical fitness. So this is why I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. And my goals started to change, and they started to evolve, and they started to grow as my beliefs started to evolve and started to change and started to grow because of the hard work that me and my team were putting in, because of the people that we were changing. And I think after about 5 minutes of really earning income as a coach, I realized very quickly how, number one, uncomfortable it was in the beginning to earn income off helping people. That felt very weird to me. But as it just progressed, and as I really kept focused on who I was trying to help and why I was here, that number just became a representation of if I was showing up or not for the people that I was really selling to, if I was committing to them, if I was actually helping them get through their programs, if I was getting them to a point where they felt transformed enough to help somebody else, then my paycheck was growing. And those two things became signs that I was creating impact. And eventually, income to me meant impact. And for me, that's something that I wanted more than anything else. Because again, I wanted that girl that I was when I started to evolve into the coach that I can only dream about being still to this day. And I work every single day to become that person and be, you know, worthy to reap the reward of something that is actually impacting people's lives. So we work really hard to not only, you know, see this progress in our own personal life, but really understand that it means people are being helped and that we are dedicating ourselves to doing that. So I just wanted to go over really quick what it costs to become a coach, which is so funny to me now, even now that I think about it, because it's $39.99 to become a coach. That's the coach sign-up fee, and then it's $15.95 a month to keep your coach account open. So that's really the only obligatory fee to be a coach. Most coaches sign up with a challenge pack because it waives that $39.99. You get your 1-year membership for Beachbody. You get a bag of Shakeology. Again, that sign-up fee is waived. It makes you active status immediately, which is kind of your first rank up as a new coach. And it just really kicks your business off right, okay? It helps you commit to your fitness, to your nutrition, right? Just like we talked about with our own customers, and really just go all in. So most people do that package. The $15.95 a month is actually a hosting fee for the websites that Beachbody gives you to grow your business. They give you a Beachbody store that's fully functioning, and that's what that $15.95 a month goes to. If you're military, that $39.99 sign-up fee is waived, and so is your $15.95 a month, just so you know. So if any of my coaches on here are military and didn't know that, just FYI, I can help you get that set up. But that's it. That's the investment. To me, that seemed like a lot at the time. To me now, that seems like nothing. Experiencing this for 8 years and really being into this and just thinking back on how scared I was to invest in that is crazy to me now, just because of everything that I've experienced and everything I've been able to see over the last 8 years was 1,000 times worth it. You know, Beachbody doesn't make you hold any product. They don't make you stock anything. They don't make you ship stuff. Like literally, you guys, I can't think of any other business. I worked in the corporate world before I worked for Beachbody. I worked for a Fortune 500 company, and I've never, ever seen a business that you can start that has this kind of potential for this little. It's just not out there. Like this is just such an incredible thing to me still. But that's how you get signed up. So your coach will send you a link. I encourage you to sign up with a challenge pack just so you can go all in and get all of the benefits of coaching right off the bat. If you are military, then we can send you forms to get those reimbursed. So get with your coach, and we can go through the next steps. So the very last part of this, and this is an important part for me, and then I'll let you guys answer questions if you have any, or ask questions if you have any. I like to call our coaches more ambassadors because we really are fitness lifestyle ambassadors. We're really, if you guys know anything about Beachbody, we're online all the time, sharing our workouts, sharing our meal plans, sharing our motivation, sharing our personal development. We're trying to really show and be the example of a real healthy lifestyle. And I think that is so powerful and so motivating to me. It doesn't matter how pretty your Instagram feed is or how good you are on camera. I was horrendous on camera when I first started doing this. There's just so much opportunity to grow, but it's so amazing to me to just see brand new coaches and the fire that they have when they really get after it and they start this process, because there's really 3 different phases of coaching. You really have to live the lifestyle, right? And then you sort of, once you've really got that down where you're like, you know what, I'm rocking my workouts, I'm on fire with this, like you naturally start to share it. It doesn't even have to be a thought in your mind after a while. It just becomes part of your life. When I started my Instagram page in the dinosaur ages, I don't even know how long ago, 8 years ago, I literally would post my workout selfie for my own accountability on my Instagram page. My Instagram page wasn't even for coaching other people. It was literally for my own personal accountability. So I would work out, I would take a picture of myself, I would post it on social media, thinking I was the only person that saw it for some reason. And that's what I did every single day for like 8 years. And that's what I still do. My Instagram is my own personal accountability page. It's where I go to say, I did my workout. I did my personal development. I'm trying to share value every day because I care about doing that. And that's it. That's what it is. And that Instagram account built $1 million business. It built a 6-figure income in 2 years. It paid off $100,000 and $125,000 of debt within 18 months. Like, it was able to do all of those things because I was consistently working on myself and consistently trying to find new people to help every single day. And that's it. Simple. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's simple. And I think that one thing that I love about our team so much is, you know, once you've gone through that phase where you're living the coach lifestyle and you're sharing sort of the workouts and the nutrition and you're comfortable and you're really eager to share it and help other people and give them your solutions and solutions to their problems. At that point, the selling part of it just comes naturally. You start selling the lifestyle because you believe in it so much. You start selling the programs because you know they're going to help people. You start making connections with people on social media that you never did before. And it's just this incredible web of motivation and self-accountability that is just unmatched. If you are in a place where you are struggling to get consistent, I'm telling you, the formula to fix that is to build a support system around you so strong that you're responsible to, that you can't fail. For me, that was my coach team. For me, that was my customers. I was so eager to get as many people around me as I could when I started because I didn't want to fail. And I knew 1,000 times over I would fail myself because I'd done it 1,000,000 times, but I wouldn't fail other people. I would show up for them. I would do what I had to do because I really, truly wanted to help people. And that is what this represents to me. When you live it, you share it, you sell it, right? There's going to be times as a coach when you're doing one of those things and not the other two. There's going to be times when you're doing 2 of those things and not the most important one. There's going to be times where you're just on fire in every single category and you're just on all cylinders and you're just helping new people every month and bringing in new coaches every month, and you're just going to get it. And it's going to be this little ball of motivation and passion and positivity that is propelling your life in a forward direction, in the direction that you want it to go. And that is what the coaching opportunity is about. And that's what we're trying to help you grasp on our team. So I don't want you to ever think that, you know, you have to come into this with every single one of these things firing on all cylinders all the time, because you don't. There's times where I'm not, but I'm still progressing and I'm still making progress and I'm still moving forward because I understand this process. I know how to work it, even if I don't feel it all the time. And it just goes. And eventually we try and get you to that point where coaching is your lifestyle and it just comes naturally to you, living it, sharing it, and selling it. It's just what you do. It's in you. And that's what we want. That's the ambassadors, the self-empowered, you know, people who are living this lifestyle, eating healthier as much as they can, exercising every day, doing personal development, and really practicing that lifestyle. It's not about perfecting it because you're never going to perfect it. It's about practicing it every day and being willing to share that openly with people and sell the lifestyle, because it really is life-changing. So let me just make sure I'm not missing questions because I see people popping into the chat. Hold on one second. Progress, not perfection. Perfect. So what to expect. Here's our last slide. When you guys sign up, number one, you can expect a big tribe welcome, right? Right, coaches? That's one thing we're going to work really hard on this year, is making every single person feel like $1 million the instant they come into our team, because that is important to us. And every coach counts. We have tons of how-to training, 24/7 support group pages. You have your sponsor who's going to mentor you and give you one-on-one coaching. You do group coaching like this. I do a big team call for the whole ONETRiBE every Thursday. You know, we do calls and live sessions, and there's national events and Beachbody events and corporate events and quarterly events and all these things that are here to help you grow at every level. There's never going to be a time where you're like, I'm not feeling supported. I don't really have any training on this, because anything you really want to do, someone's done. And all you have to say is, I want to do this. And you'll have this group of support around you, teaching you how to do it, supporting you through it, and getting you there. And that's really what I love, again, about this business opportunity, is that you're not doing it alone. Even though it feels like you're signing up by yourself, you're not. You're going to be adopted into our family, and we're going to keep you for life. So you will have sales training and social media training, and we'll teach you personal development and leadership and all of that stuff. So right now, what I really want you to think about is your next steps, which is, I want you to really set a goal. And I like doing this before you really know anything about what goals to set, because it's authentic. So when my coach asked me to do this on our GSR call, he asked me, Jace, what's your goal? Before he even told me anything about the coaching opportunity and how to grow the business and how to build it to make income. And I was like, I want to make $1 million. And he kind of laughed. And I was like, seriously though, I really want to make $1 million. How do I do that? And I thought he was going to say, well, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. I thought he literally was going to laugh, but he didn't. He said, this is what you need to do. And he gave me the steps, and I did them, and it worked. I'm telling you, if you have a goal, no matter how crazy it sounds, right? This little food stamps, 6-figure dead girl thinking about earning $1 million helping other people was crazy. But I put it out there, and I asked how to do it, and he told me, and I did it, and it worked. So I want you to set that goal. Okay? I want you to think about something in your life that you want, that you need, that you just are craving. Everybody has something. Okay? And I want you to write that down. And then I want you to get with your sponsor, and I want you to ask them how you can sign up. Okay? Because again, here's the thing. If it doesn't work, at least you tried. If it does work, how much do you have to gain? Right? And how much do you have to lose? $39? That's fine. Right? That's not going to make or break you. It might have made or broke me. That's a whole different story. But you see what I'm saying? The investment is so low, and the risk to success is so high. It's worth trying. So just try it. Just try something new. It's a brand new year. It's a great time to put yourself out there and really see what you're capable of. So get with your sponsor, share that goal with them that you wrote down, get signed up, and we'll give you that big tribe welcome. I'm just going to do a really quick Q&A. Do any of you guys have any questions? Bailey said, I never took advantage of the military fee. Is it too late? No. So if you do sign up, just so you guys know, and you are military but didn't know about the discount, all that is us sending you a form. You fill it out and submit it, and your fees will be covered. So Bailey, we can have your fees covered, which is great. I don't know why we never did that. Yeah, Mandy, and for veterans, active duty and veterans, for both, which is something I also love about our company. Let's see. Let me make sure. Does anyone else have any other questions regarding inviting, social media, the income opportunity? I know some of you are just on the phone and not on the chat, but I'll just be quiet for like 1 second. I'm really bad at it because awkward silences make me super uncomfortable. Coral said, can you explain one more time about the Team Cup? Yes, I will do a call on the Team Cup a little bit tomorrow, because that will just confuse new coaches tonight. Does anybody have any other questions? Okay, I love you guys. I hope that you watch this and you feel inspired to help other people. That's the whole point of this, people helping people. And I hope to see you on the other side in our tribe. I love you. Hope to see you soon.